Hello friends, welcome to Python programming tutorials. In this class we are going to discuss about constructors in Python, how to create the constructors. So what is the task of the constructor is, the task of constructor is to initialize the data members of the class when object is created. In Python, the underscore init underscore that means initiate, or we call as an init method is called the constructor and is always called when object is created. So that means, already in previous class we see how to create the class. How we can create the class? For example, this is the class I am creating A. In this, I am going to take one variable A. For that, I am defining a constructor. How I can define a constructor? Def. How I can create the constructor? The syntax is def underscore initiate underscore self variable. So this is the first argument in all the constructors and all the methods. So already we discussed what is the purpose of the self in previous class. Okay, self underscore initiate self. Okay, I want to initiate this A. How? Self dot A equals to 10. That's it. Okay, I am writing another function display. In this I am going to print the A value, self dot A. Okay, now I create object to the class A. How I can create? A1 equals to class name. So what is a constructor? A constructor is a similar to function which executes automatically when the object is created. Now the A1 object is created. A1. Okay, when A1 is created, the constructor is called and is always called when an object is created. So A1 is created, the constructor is called. What is in the constructor? Self dot A equals to 10. That means A equals to 10. So A1 dot display. It displays 10 on monitor. That's it. So this is the functionality of constructor. Simply saying, the constructor is used to initialize the members of the class when the object is created. Now we can see types of constructor. For example, if you are not defining any constructor in your program, then also Python virtual machine can generate a default constructor in your program. A default constructor. Okay. So default constructor is nothing but nothing is in the definition. Okay. So there are two types of constructors. One is default constructor, another one is parameterized constructor. So default constructor means no arguments. If you observe that in this constructor there is no arguments except self. Self is common to all constructors and methods to access the current object members. So that means this we are called as a default constructor. Okay, so what is a parameterized constructor? If I am defining a constructor like this, self, here I am using SID, sname. So two arguments here. If I am giving arguments, then we call that constructor as a parameterized constructor. So what is a default constructor? No argument, default constructor. Parameterized constructor, if you are providing any arguments to the constructor, then we say that is parameterized constructor. Now we can see examples. So this is the example for default constructor. So default constructor. So what is the default constructor? If the constructor don't have any arguments. So what is the default constructor? The constructor don't have any arguments, then we say that constructor is a default constructor. S1 equals to student. That means an object is created. The name S1. Okay. So S1 is created, the constructor is invoked. What is the constructor? Self dot S number. That means S number is a instance variable 1, 2, 3, 4. S name equals to Ravi. S qualification equals to BTech. Okay, this constructor is invoked. What the definition of the constructor? Object is created. The members of the class is initialized. That's it. Okay, so s1.display displays student name 1 2 3 4, student number 1 2 3 4, name Ravi, qualification BTech. Okay, so now parameterized constructor. So what is a parameterized constructor? If parameterized constructor, if the constructor have the arguments, then we call that constructor as a parameterized constructor. Here I am going to give the arguments. For example, first one, student number, student name, comma, student qualification. Okay, so self dot s number equals to s number, s name equals to s name, s qualification equals to s qualification. Okay, so this s number, this s number, these two are the variables only. This s number is a local variable to the function, local variable to the constructor. So this s number is a instance variable. Why? We are defining this with the help of self. What is the self? It represents current object. The s number belongs to current object. If I call with s1, s number is belongs to s1. Okay. When I am creating the object, I give 1 2 3 4 Ravi BTech. Okay, so now s1, it have some arguments 1 2 3 4 Ravi BTech. Okay, these are the s sign. Okay, if I create another object, s2 equals to student 4 5 6 7 Ramu MTech. Okay, now another object is created, constructor is invoked, s number equals to 4 5 6 7, s name equals to Ramu, s qualification equals to MTech. Okay, I hope you all understand. So what is a constructor, now how we can create the constructor, and how we can create default constructor, and how we can create parameterized constructor in our Python programs.
So now we can see the execution of constructor. How we can define the constructor? Underscore underscore init underscore underscore. Okay. So what is the purpose of the constructor? Means to initiate instance variables of a class. So here how we can initiate means by using the self. Now we can execute this program. Okay. So this is default constructor. How many parameters? No parameters, only self is the parameter. Now we can see parameterized constructor. So in this, these are the parameters. Okay. Now we can execute this. Here we are creating two objects. One is s1, another one is s2. We can execute this. Okay.